Do you feel sometimes, on this journey of life, you feel, I don't know, stuck, lost, like you might be facing things alone, like you might be isolated, like you could feel like at times you're going against the world and everything might be coming up against you. And, it feels like no matter how far you go forward, you feel like you're always being brought back. Or you're feeling like you have another obstacle to overcome or another setback or, trial and tribulation that you're faced with for you to, move forward in whatever it is you're setting out to do. Well, in this 4-part series that I'm introducing, it's going to be about trusting God and trusting the plans and the purpose that He has for your life. And, whatever it is you say that you want to do and accomplish in your life, knowing that through the grace of God and the relationship that you build with God, He's strong enough and purposeful enough to bring you through whatever it is that you feel like you might be facing alone. That, the comfort of God and the peace that He instills within you, really assures you to feel as though you have, somebody leading you, somebody that you can confide in, somebody that you can, no matter what it is you're facing, you can always bring it to God. And to know that, through prayer and, spending time with Him, He will give you the serenity and the peace to, move forward. So in this first episode, part 1 is going to be about faith without works is dead. Pretty much saying that, to say that you have faith in whatever it is that you're doing, but not diligently taking steps or actions forward to help yourself accomplish these things that you say that you want to do, or whatever it is that you're having faith in God to bring forth into your life. To know that, a relationship is two-sided, and, God will always be God. No matter if you show up or not or do the work, He will always be there for you, to comfort you, to lead you, to grant you that peace and that safety and that comfort that you're looking for. Because God knows us better than we know ourselves. He knows what we need, when we need it, and how we need it. He knows how to bring it to you, how to, showcase it in front of you for you to receive it in those moments when you need it most. And that's the number one thing that I've, learned in my walk with God. And as I continue to walk and strengthen my relationship with God, I see how much He always knows what you need when you need it, and He will bring it to you when you need it, and exactly what it is that you need. And, to come full circle about what I'm saying about this episode in part 1, without faith without works is dead. It's exactly what it means. Is that, for example, like when I've set out on this journey to, with my brand and this new endeavor that I'm, embarking on, when I first had the idea or the dream to set out on this walk, it was very, I'd say it was very, like I could see where it is I want to go, but, obviously I didn't know every single step, every single thing, every decision that I needed to make in order for it to come to pass. And, if I look back now, 2 years ago when I first, originated the idea and the purpose behind what it is I wanted my brand to represent and what it is I wanted for myself to grow and, develop as a person throughout this journey in my brand, is that, if you continue to show up each and every day with pure intentions and, and trusting in God and trusting that He will, direct and order your steps, how you need Him and when you need it, it truly is a blessing to receive, His peace and His direction along the journey. Because at times, I felt very, like I was trying to, do it myself, or trying to control every single aspect and just try to be so logical with my thinking, rather than trying to be, faith-driven and just continue to show up each and every day, getting 1% better, doing one more thing that I didn't do yesterday to help me move closer to what it is I'm trying to, bring to life. And, when I look back on my journey now to the present moment, it's truly been the hand of God. It's truly been the hand of God. It's truly been, me following His steps, me trusting in Him to, direct and align me with the right information, opportunities, people, and resources that I would need to, move forward in this in this journey that I'm on. And, you know, at first it felt very, I don't know, it felt exciting. It felt like, you know, something new. And then, you know, along as the process goes, it can feel, you know, sometimes somewhat of a burden, but not to a burden I want to give it up. Just like draining. Like, I felt like no matter how much more momentum I made forward, I feel like I always was faced with, you know, a new obstacle and a new setback and a new hiccup that was, you know, kind of stunting. In my head, I thought my growth. In my head, I thought it was holding me back, and it was, you know, blocking what it is I'm trying to do and achieve. When in reality, every single roadblock, every single obstacle, every single thing of adversity that I was faced with was God sharpening me and developing me and preparing me for what it is He's ultimately called and, you know, purposed me to do. And I now see that clearly is that, you know, God works in such mysterious ways, and, you know, in those moments when we think like, oh my God, like what next, or this again, or come on, like I just did this, and now I got to deal with this. But in those moments, it's God teaching us little character things and sharpening, you know, who it is that we are, and He's strengthening our faith that we have in Him, to trust in Him to show up, to know that we don't have to, you know, take on every single thing by ourselves, to know that we don't need to feel as though we need to face the world by ourselves, to know that we do need God and that we do need His hand and His guidance and His safety net around us to, you know, move boldly and courageously into whatever it is we feel He called us to do, or whatever it is we feel like we are dreaming to do. So with that being said, it's just, you know, like I said, introduce this part one, you know, faith without works is dead, is to, you know, really emphasize the fact that, you know, we have to do our part too. We have to show up and help God, you know, bring us closer to what it is that we say we want. We have to make sure that we're diligently doing the work. You know, it's one thing to pray, but it's another thing to actually show up and do the things that you're actually looking for God to answer your prayers with. So it's like, you know, if you want to, like for me, at one point I was kind of, you know, stuck with, you know, just new ideas and things that I wanted to, you know, make videos about and things like that. And, you know, as I continuously just showed up each day and continuously just, you know, look for new inspiration, look for new ideas through things that I was doing, whether it be, you know, just things that I would daily be entertaining, conversations that I might be having, just always being open and being receptive to what God might drop in my spirit to then talk about. And I feel like with that being said, like if I wasn't diligently being open and receptive to what it is that I was asking God for, I would have, you know, missed out on the opportunity to make new videos and have new ideas to talk about. So with that, and then comes the part of me sitting down and actually taking the time to record these videos and then actually taking the time to edit them and then post them. So like I said, you know, having the faith but also doing the work. You know, being open and receptive to what it is that God is trying to do through us and in us. And to know that, you know, it's two sides to a coin. But even if we don't show up and do our part, God will still give us the strength and the wisdom and the direction and the energy to do those things that we feel like we're not capable of. So that's another thing that I learned as well, is that no matter how down or depleted that you feel or drained that you feel, you know, God will give you the strength to, you know, do what it is that He's shown you or, you know, has instilled within you to do. And I felt like, you know, once I truly understood that and I started applying that concept and that revelation on my life, I truly started to see, you know, more of God and things that I was doing. And it's truly been a blessing. And I just wanted to share this testimony with somebody that, you know, might be in a similar situation. They might feel like they're up against the world. They might feel like nothing is working out for them. They might feel like, you know, the prayers that they're praying to God for, you know, might be taking long to, you know, manifest and come to fruition, when in reality, it might be God teaching you patience. It might be God teaching you, look, this is where I need you to strengthen your faith. This is where I need you to, you know, heal. This is where I need you to release and let go. This is where I need you to have a new perspective. You know, allow me to do a new work in you. Allow me to, you know, renew you. Allow me to, you know, cleanse the toxicity that might be within you that you might not be knowing about through things that I bring up in your life. So when you're faced with those adversities and those roadblocks and those those things that might be weighing on you, ask yourself, how can I grow through this? How can I transform, who I am now to who it is that I want to be later? How can I use this as an opportunity rather than looking at it as an obstacle? And, with that being said, once I had that perspective, it truly changed everything. It truly allowed me to be open and receptive to, what God is trying to do, and each and every day, what He will continue to do in my life. And, now that I had that perspective moving forward, I can be, just looking for God in all things that I do, whether it be people, places, things, or just being out in nature like this, looking for God's presence and being open to His peace and His abundance. So, part 2 of my 4-part series, Trusting God's Plan on Your Life. Episode 2 is going to be about, not allowing what you see in the natural and the physical to, taunt you from what God has purposed and called you to do in your life. To, not allow, what it is that you see in your life right now to make you lose hope or doubt what it is that you feel within your heart you can achieve, and, what is God has purposed you to do. And to, really believe and really trust that, what it is that you see right now is only just a moment. It's a result and an outcome of past decisions that you made that has brought you to this moment. But it doesn't cancel out, what it is your future will look like once you change your decisions now and your intentions and your habits in this moment to ultimately change your future, to align you with, what it is you're trusting in God for to bring through into your life. What it is you're trying to, manifest or just bring to fruition, or, just grow and develop yourself. What it is you're trying to allow yourself to change into and, just be increased and renewed in your mind, body, and spirit to be ultimately who God created you to be. Looking at your circumstances right now can, cause doubt or frustration or anger or, negative emotions that will take away from what it is that God's trying to do in your life and what it is He's working on you at this moment with to prepare you for what it is He wants to bring you to, the things that you're praying for, the dreams that you have for yourself, whatever it is that you're working for right now or working towards right now. Ultimately, that is what, if you evaluate your circumstances right now, it can make you lose faith, make you lose hope in the possibilities of those things coming to pass. And, this message is just about, trusting, trusting your heart, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trusting that, okay, yeah, when I look around, I don't really see what it is I'm asking God for. I don't really see what it is I've been working towards working in my logical thinking. I don't really see, the fruits of my labor. But, what I've learned along this journey is not about, what it is you see right now. It's about, what it is you're working towards, and eventually you will start to see slowly things harvest and things show fruit and things change. You'll start to see gradually, the change in your life and the opportunities and the alignment really show up. And when I think about, farmers, when I think about, plants growing in nature, when I think about trees, or when I think about animals growing, or just babies growing, it's never something is planted. A seed is never planted and then the next day you see it. A seed is developed over time. It's cultivated. It takes time to grow, to mature, to, develop, and to be prepared to sprout and, show itself. Whether it be, babies in the womb, it takes 9 months for then, the baby to be born. And then over time, the baby will grow and develop into, a young kid, a teenager, a young adult, an adult, and then so on. And then when I think about farmers, they plant their seeds, they water them, they nurture them, they take care of them, and then over time, the farmer sees his harvest. He sees his fruit. A farmer never plants a seed and then, picks it up the next day, because that would just be a waste. That would be a waste of his time, and that would be kind of a waste of just, like I said, it would defeat the whole purpose. You know, what would you need a planner for? You're just gonna pick it up the next day. You don't really give it time to mature. You don't really give it time to, develop and be cultivated, and you're stunting the growth of what the end result will look like. So when I make that full circle with the topic of this message, is that I had to learn myself, like, I can't look at my current situation, my current circumstances, and allow them to make me lose hope and doubt what it is that I'm moving towards and what the direction is that I'm going. And with that revelation, with that perspective, it's truly brought a lot of peace and comfort, and it strengthened my faith in God. Because when I look at the journey, when I started, when I couldn't see anything, and then gradually, as the years, months, and days passed, I started to see things come together. I started to see fruit. I started to see, the positive things really be made manifest, and really show up, and really start to show fruit. And in that process, that's really where your faith is strengthened. That's where your faith is tested. That's where the obstacles that you're faced with really start to help you more than they hurt you. Even in those moments, they might be daunting, they might be frustrating, but when you get over those obstacles, you see how strong you are, you see how strong your faith is, you see that you never quit, and you develop that confidence in yourself to help you face new obstacles and new adversity that will come up in your life. So, like I said, coming full circle on the topic of this video, episode 2, is to really just, trust your gut, trust your instinct. And, tying things back to my first episode, faith without works is dead, is to really continue to show up, to really continue to do your due diligence and your part to, align you with what it is you said you want. Because ultimately, we all wake up with a chance and a choice. It's on us to do and, bring forth ourselves with intention, actionable habits and tactics to really help cultivate what it is we say we want out of our lives. And ultimately, we can have a dream and we can have faith, but we also have to have the works with the faith. We also have to do our part. And I feel, with that being said, just like I said with the farmer plants the seed, he waters it, he nurtures it, and then he allows God to do it. He allows God to be God, to cultivate, to allow nature to do its course, and to really show up and grow and develop the seed that he's planted. And the same goes for whatever it is you have in your heart to accomplish with your life. Plant that seed, water it every day, nurture it, and give God time to be God. And with that being said, you will really see the harvest and the fruit of your labor, once you apply that outlook and that perspective, and to really allow yourself the opportunity to just truly cultivate and develop the resources that you're looking for and the outcome that you're looking for. It might not be exactly how you envisioned it, but it'll be exactly what it is that God needed and wanted for you, which would actually be even better, because it's beyond our own logical thinking. Sometimes what we want out of our lives is actually limited, and it's worse, or not worse, we could be shorting ourselves from the blessings of God. We might want something, and God might have something bigger. And that's also something that I've learned is, to have goals and have dreams, but don't put a limit on your potential. Don't put a limit on your dream. Don't put a limit on the outcome that can be made manifest through your hard work and through trusting God's plan on your life. So to close out this episode 2, like I said, just don't allow your current circumstances and what you see in the natural, in the physical, to taunt you or to doubt what it is that ultimately God is trying to do in your life. To believe in yourself, believe in your potential, believe in the works that you're doing and the vision that you have for yourself, and to know that through time, through consistency, and through building good habits and tactics, you will see it. You will see it. No matter what people think about you, no matter their opinions, the doubts that they may have on what it is you're trying to embark on or accomplish in your life, know that God loves you, know that God believes in you. And to know that ultimately you should always believe in yourself, always be your own biggest fan. You know, love yourself, affirm your greatness. You know that your potential is limitless. Know that, you know, you can't please everybody. And you know, you shouldn't even try. That's not why you were born. That's not why God has purposed you to, you know, be here on this earth. You know, that wasn't the goal that he had out for your life, is to, you know, be a people pleaser and please everybody. It was to, you know, walk the journey and the story that he has created for your life, you know, to achieve the dream, the vision, and the goals that you have over your life, you know, with respect, you know, with integrity, and, you know, just, you know, being authentic to who you are, you know, never compromising who it is you are, your identity, or what it is you believe in for the beliefs of others, to never allow, you know, outside noise to, you know, dictate how it is you look at yourself, how it is you see yourself, how it is that you know, believe in yourself. To know that, you know, through, you know, self-confidence, self-belief, you know, trusting in God's plan over your life, having faith in him and knowing what it is that he's trying to do and what you're trying to do, to, you know, come together as a team, as a unit, and to know that he will give you the strength and he will give you the validation that you need, to continue to walk on the journey that he has for you, to, you know, propel yourself forward into the dreams that you have, the vision, the goals that you're trying to achieve, and the person that you're trying to become. To know that, you know, you don't need the external validation. You don't need the approval of others to be who you are. You know, it's not on you to please other people. You know, who's for you, who's for you, and who isn't. And that's something I had to learn myself, is like, you know, you can't force people to like you, and you can't really force yourself to like other people. You know, you can force yourself to be, not force yourself, you can be respectful. You can treat people with respect. You can, you know, have pure intentions and a good heart towards people, but that doesn't mean you're going to get that back. And if you don't get it back, you shouldn't allow that to, you know, change who you are, change your character, change your integrity. You know, continue to be a good person, to continue to be, you know, a person that you would want to be around. Continue to treat others the way you would like them to treat you. And, you know, like I said, you know, just never compromise. Never allow the doubts and the insecurities of others that might be pushed on you to limit yourself, or, you know, not have confidence or belief in who it is that you are. To not look within and see the greatness that is there. To not, when you look in the mirror, see the greatness and the unique, authentic person that looks back at you. To, you know, really love that person, appreciate that person, and be proud of that person. Because only you know what it took for you to get to this moment. Only you know what you've been through. Only you know the steps, the losses, the cries, the pain, the joy, the adversity, the wins, the lessons and the blessings that you faced in your life. And, you know, with that being said, you should always be proud of yourself, no matter what your life looks like, no matter what your circumstances might look like. You know, you made it to this moment. You made it to this moment right here. You watching this video, and everything that you've been through up until this moment, you should be proud of that you overcame it. You should be proud that none of that stuff stopped you. None of the criticism, the critiques of others, the lies that might have been told on you, the gossip, the hate, the jealousy, the envy. You know, none of the stuff that came up against you, you know, stopped you. You didn't allow none of that to compromise who it is you are, who it is you know, continue to build yourself to be, and to, you know, allow God to, you know, continue to do a work in you, to continue to allow him to create you into who it is that he is, mold you into who it is that he's, you know, created you to be. And to, you know, just continue to walk your path, continue to trust your journey, trust yourself, and, you know, give yourself that validation. And I mean that from a place of confidence and courageousness and self-love, not from a place of arrogance and thinking that you're better. Because that's not what God wants. He doesn't want you to be prideful or proud, I said pride, and overlook people. Never look down on others. Always know that we are all equal, because we are created the same. You know, human beings, I mean, not the same individuals as characters, but the same as, you know, we're all human beings. And even other, you know, beings of nature, you know, always continue to treat them with respect, and to know that ultimately, you know, this earth that we live on is, you know, it's a beautiful place, and it's full of beautiful creatures and people, and You know, you never want to miss out on an opportunity to engage with somebody that might be a blessing for your life because of, you know, pride or ego or arrogancy. And so I feel just for myself, I try to stay open and, you know, be personable and teachable. And to know that you can learn from anybody, whether it be a child, you know, a dog, or, you know, an adult or whatever. You know, always know that, you know, every moment is an opportunity to get better and to improve and to grow and to develop yourself and sharpen your skills. So I just wanted to get on here and just, you know, like I said, to come full circle. Just never allow the external validation of others to dictate how it is that you see yourself. Affirm yourself, affirm your greatness, believe in yourself, you know, have self-confidence, trust in the abilities that are within you. And to know that with, you know, hard work, focus, and determination and faith, you can achieve anything. And know that your potential is not limitless. And know that your potential is limitless, I'm sorry. And to never short sell yourself. You know, dream for the skies. You know, anything is possible. Truly, anything is possible. There's been plenty of times and plenty of testimonies in the world, and to see that, you know, what it is that people started from and what they, you know, grew up to be or became just through hard work, dedication, and faith, to really just continue to go at it. And know that ultimately, if you continue to show up and be consistent, you can make anything possible. So don't quit. Know that, you know, what God promised you, you know, what he's showing you, the dreams that you have for your life, know it will come to pass. Know that if you don't quit, if you continue to work at it every single day, you will see your dreams come true. You will see the person that you would like to become. You will see the things that you would like to do really be brought forward and come to pass in your life if you continue to show up and do the due diligence to prepare yourself and to sharpen your skill set and your mindset and your character to align yourself with what it is you're trying to, you know, set out and accomplish. So like I said, you know, don't quit on yourself. You know, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much the adversity or the obstacles might look, or how much, frustration you might be faced with or feel in the moment based off setbacks and things not feeling like they're working in your favor. Know that, you know, everything really has a purpose. You know, there's a reason why what it is you're going through is happening. And it's preparing you and it's sharpening your skills and your mindset and your character for what it is you're praying for and what it is your dream is and what it looks like and the person you would like to become. To know that this moment right here is, you know, a stepping stone to, you know, help you move forward into the destiny that God has for you. You know, hence the name One's Divine Destiny. You know, we all have a destiny, we all have a purpose, we all have, you know, things that, you know, only we can do, only talents and gifts that we have, and things that God has blessed within us that only, like I said, we can bring to pass and showcase to the world. But we have to, you know, believe, we have to trust in God, we have to trust in ourselves, we have to continue to show up and be consistent. We have to continue to just not quit, you know, no matter how hard it gets, you know, no matter how slow you have to go. Just like a runner, you know, if a runner in a race never stops running, he can finish that race. And it's not about winning, because it's not a competition. Life's not a competition. We all have our own race. We're all in our own lane and our own journey. It's just about, you know, keeping those feet moving. You know, walking if you have to. You know, go slow. It doesn't have to be, you know, an overnight thing. It doesn't have to be, you know, at the pace of somebody else. And that's why they say, you know, comparison is a thief of joy. You know, really, you know, hone in and have tunnel vision on your own life and your own destiny that God has for you. And to know that you can move at your own pace and that you don't need to feel like you're, you know, in a rush. And I feel like, you know, society and social media really has, you know, caused, you know, just perspectives to feel like they're being rushed, or people to feel like they have to catch up to, you know, the next person, or they might be falling behind based off what they see other people doing. But you don't know what that person has been through, or what it is they had to, you know, work hard and through to get to where they are now. We only see, you know, one side of the story. We don't see the whole story through social media. And like I said, speaking for yourself, you know what you've been through. You know what people know about you and what they don't know about you. And you know how hard it was for you to get to this moment right here, how much pain, trauma, you know, negativity, obstacles, adversity, and things that you had to overcome to get to this moment right here. And you know how much you really appreciate and are grateful for the peace and the joy that you have now, you know, overcoming those things. Because when you look back now, you can be proud of yourself for not quitting. You can be proud for yourself for not allowing, you know, that movement to stop. No matter how hard it got, no matter how much the odds looked like they're stacked against you, you continue to show up. You continue to, be diligent and to be consistent and to allow it to strengthen you rather than to stunt you. So, like I said, just continue to show up. Don't quit. One of my favorite Nipsey Hussle quotes is, he says, what did he say? He said, "I can't stop now. I'm closer to where it is I'm trying to get to than where I started from. So why turn back now? You're closer to where you're trying to get, than where you started from. So, you can't quit on yourself now. You can't quit now. You have to, see it through. Trust yourself. Trust the plan that God has for your life. Know that if you continue to show up and do the work and, trust in the abilities that you have, you will see it through. Everything will come to pass and you'll be grateful and glad that you didn't quit on yourself. And you'll be happy that you continue to be brave and to be diligent and to be, just consistent. And, like I said, moments like this for me, I felt like I had to really dig deep and, strengthen myself and my beliefs and my faith in God and faith in myself. Because this journey really will test you. Life will test you. And, we all have opportunities to showcase our strength and our resilience in those moments when we feel doubtful, in those moments when we want to give up, in those moments when we feel like it's impossible. If we trust in ourselves, if we dig deep and, really lean on our faith and our resilience, you can make anything happen. You can truly, really make your dreams come true. And you can become the person that you were always meant to be and who God created you to be. And you'll be happy that you didn't quit on yourself. You'll be happy that you continue to show up. You'll be happy that you didn't allow other people's opinions and criticism of you to stunt you from who it is that you want to become, and who it is that you're trying to, be, and the dreams that you want to see. And like I said, to come full circle with the topic of this video is to see it through. Don't quit. Know that you're closer to where you want to get than where you started from. And 5 years from now, you'll look back and you'll be happy that in this moment right here when you wanted to quit, that you didn't. That you continue to show up. That you continue to push through the adversity. That you continue to propel forward and move forward and align your steps with the things that needed to be done to, bring that vision to pass. Grow yourself into that character you would like to be, and to just, make yourself proud. 'Cause I feel like at the end of the day, man, you got to be proud of you. You got to be happy with, the results that you put in and the hard work that you put in, and to acknowledge your greatness, acknowledge your uniqueness, acknowledge the efforts and the strength that you showcased in your life through everything that you've been faced with. Because only you know how much you had to really dig deep and, challenge yourself and see what you're made of. So you should be proud of that. You should be proud of that you didn't quit. And if you took a break, don't feel like you quit. You just took a break. It's okay to rest. It's okay to replenish and recharge. Just because you rested doesn't mean you quit. You can get back in the race. So get back in the race. Or if you're in the race right now, don't quit. Continue to show up. Continue to believe in yourself and to know that through the grace of God, through faith in God, anything is possible. So I thank you guys for showing up, for watching and tuning into this 4-part series. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that take the time to listen and tune in to these episodes. And it's been a blessing, and just truly a blessing to share and allow people to get feedback and to just just spread positivity, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish you the best. Make sure you check us out at onesdivine.destiny.com for more information, for our clothing line, for more social media accounts and just interactions that we have, because the intent is to just build community of inspiration and like-minded people that want to live in authentic truth. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.